Well, thank you for joining us once again. This is the review show. My name is Shaban Mohammed. Every Wednesday at 4 p.m., we get to bring you some interesting analysis on our football. But this week, it's the focus on MTN FA Cup, Obia, Nyobia, and I love to sing this song because anytime I hear about it, I get to know that it's the FA Cup weekend, MTN FA Cup. And so we are in the quarter-final of the competition. But we have the domestic league, we have one player who has seen it all. He's played for the big clubs. He's played for FC Ashanti Gold. He's played for Asante Kotoko. And at a point, I watched him at Accra Sports. I remember when he was playing for Asante Kotoko, I just wanted to go and hug him. But then the crowd, I couldn't just get close to him. But today I have him here for our review podcast. I will call him Eric Donkor, but I call him the legend of our game. Legend, nice having you.
Thank you for having me.
Charlie, I miss you so much. You know, I've been talking to you about years ago when I wanted to see you. I remember those days, you, Yaya Mohammed at Asante Kotoko. But I'd love to see you in that yellow and black jersey for Asante Kotoko. Whenever I see you, I just feel something. There's something I just feel about football. It's those years, Eric Donkor was superb. Do you miss those days? Do you miss playing football?
More. You are just bringing back memories. You know? Yes, of course. Sometimes you miss those days with the guys, having that feel of encounter with your supporters, your fan base, also having that feel of playing for the biggest club, and also having that zeal of entertainment. You know, football is about entertainment.
Yeah.
So sometimes you play, although it's about winning or whatever outcome you get, but you entertain yourself, go back, relax in your room, and say, "Nah, I did well." So sometimes it reflects back into my memories that I wish I could go back and do this and do this, but that's life. You always progress, you know. You always progress.
Well, so that's Eric Donkor, my special guest, and honestly, one of the wing backs that he can play as a centre back and wing back. He served football. He's played in the FA Cup. He played in the MTN FA Cup.
I've won it twice.
You've won it
Yes.
twice.
Yes.
Wow.
Power with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. If I may, or I should add the NC Special Competition.
Cup.
Yeah, it means 3 because I won.
You won the 2017.
Yeah.
Tamale.
Yeah, Tamale.
You were part of the squad.
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1, and I won it against Inter Alliance. Was it in
Yes.
2014?
2014.
Yes, Accra Sports Stadium. I was also part of the team.
Then let's do MTN FA Cup Obia Nyobia. MTN FA Cup Obia Nyobia. What's an answer Obi?
Yeah, and yes, and saying that's been the spirit of
FA Cup.
Every FA Cup. It's always, it brings surprises always. You know, you could remember Nanya
Won in 2011.
Yeah, bringing that surprise.
Yes, 2011.
You know, Okoro United against Bechem.
Bechem,
you know,
2016.
Yeah, even I remember my first year in Kotoko or second year. Amidaos emulated us.
Yes. I remember those days. Yaya Mohammed was there, right? He went to play for Amidas for some time before he came to Kotoko.
But he was with Kotoko.
Okay, all right, that's fine. So we are going to have the FA Cup conversation, but the two big clubs, they are not in. Indiana eliminated Asante Kotoko. Then we had True Life. That one, everybody is talking about it. True Life eliminated out of work at Pobiman. The big clubs, your club, you are not in there.
It's just unfortunate because no one thought these two big clubs would just be eliminated in the early stages of the competition.
Especially House of Folk.
We always need these big gangs to progress even to the semi-finals.
Yeah.
I quite remember my time 2017, as you said earlier, when the semi-finals was played in Obuasi. We played against Midiama.
Okay.
Asofo played against one club.
Okay.
And it was all staged in Obuasi.
Okay.
Yes. So you could see the euphoria, you could see the supporters. That day the stadium was full.
Full to capacity.
Yeah. So It's just unfortunate that both big clubs are out of the competition.
Well, but then it's usually you see the other teams perform well. We've seen Dreams FC won it in recent times. That was in 2022. We've seen the likes of Unswatreman go to the final and lift the trophy. But over the years, we've seen these teams perform extremely well as well, having won. For example, when Dreams FC won it under Abdul Karim Zito in Africa, they were in the semi-final of the CAF Confederation Cup. Doesn't mean that the other teams are doing something right, and that is also giving them the advantage to make it to CAF Confederation Cup perform, and that is taking the shine from Haas and Kotoko.
There's a saying that preparation meets success. I think Dreams FC prepared very well after lifting the trophy, and they did equally very well in Africa. They didn't do it on a flick. They did it extremely well. They planned for that success. So we shouldn't take away what Dreams FC did. Most of our clubs, in which I also participated in so many CAF competitions, the Champions League or the Confederations Cup. But it didn't go well. So I'm also part, as I said earlier. Are we prepared? How are we prepared to compete in Africa after winning this trophy? Look at the slot that Ghana have now. We only have one. Teams in Kenya, teams in Ethiopia, these are footballing. They are not bigger footballing countries like Ghana. We should always have that slot 4-2-2. At least we know one or two would do well going forward, but we are always just coming back in terms of our readiness or our competitiveness in the competition. So it's just something, as I said, preparation is very key.
Okay.
If you want to really do well in Africa.
Last year, you remember your side against Golden Cake at the University of Ghana Stadium final when Kwame Poku's goal decided the final. I remember it was a discovery for a lot of players for Golden Cake. And it looks like the FA Cup is not just about results. We get to see talent like Baba Adamu from Golden Cake. He signed for Heart of Oak Bless. Ege signed for Karela, now in Mexico. Even their coach joined Dreams FC at a point in time. It was all because of the MTN FA Cup. And so it serves the purpose for the other clubs as well. Just after the competition, clubs get to know their key players, and then eventually they make big money out of it.
Yes, I'm a testimony of that.
Wow, yes. FA Cup.
Yes, FA Cup. I quite remember my days with Windy Professional. Through this FA Cup, I got a recommendation from Kotoko, myself and Michael Anaba. Michael Anaba was just sensational in the FA Cup. We played against Heart of Lions in Pando. Okay. We got eliminated in the quarterfinals, I think. That's this stage. You were eliminated from this stage. Even with that, we scored the equalized. We scored the equalized. Then Glasenawako scored the winning goal in the 90-something minute. Okay. So this FA Cup is a special competition. As you said, it brings out talent. You get to see boys or talents you don't get to see in week out, or people don't get to see in week out, because this competition brings clubs from the lower division clubs competing with the elite clubs in the country. So I'm a testimony of that. You are a testimony. You see, so I was about talking about discoveries from the FA Cup competition. Eventually, my own Eric Donkor is one of the players that emerged from the FA Cup. If you remember, even those days, Midyama were not able to win the league until 2022-23 when they won the Ghana Premier League. But when Midyama won the Premier League, eventually, what has made Midyama a big club has been the FA Cups they've won over the years. And I think they beat Kotoko. Yes, I remember you people were not happy. One of the I always don't want to lose in the finals. Going for just not going for the ultimate is something you don't like. How do you feel? How do you feel when you lose a trophy on the field? I just want to get to the player's mind sometimes. It feels like you've been in the classroom for about 4 months and you failed in just a day in your exams.
Okay.
That's how sometimes I feel, or that's how I feel, because you'll be in the classroom learning, going for classes, evening classes, whatsoever. They will be having your back lashed. You'll be learning in every aspect you want to achieve success in your exams. So that one day when you get to lose it, it feels
so bad.
So
But it's
bad.
being second is also good.
No.
No,
don't
but you
need to
finish
play
second place.
fiddle to
At
anyone.
school, when we say, "Oh, Moshaban, you are second," and we don't quit, at least I get to celebrate.
Go to someone's house and ask, oh, your kid was second. You'll be like, I want him to be first.
Okay.
Yes. So I always want to win.
First is first.
I have the mentality of winning. So always I want to
How many of the trophies did you lose in the final? FA Cup.
FA Cup. Just
Lost
against Mediama.
against Midiama. That was it.
That was it.
That
Because
was
I
it.
lost some couple of
Trophies.
trophies. Yeah, the President's Cup.
But you won the 2017. Take me through the 2017. It was in Tamale.
Yeah.
I remember that dressing,
Yeah,
the Fugu dressing.
Fugu dressing,
Yes, and it was an easy. It would look like an easy game
It wasn't
for.
an easy game.
But you won 3-1.
It wasn't an easy game. I told you, preparation meets success.
Okay.
We were well prepared and well focused. After our game against Mediama, we won 1-0. I gave Sadiq Adams the assist. Yeah, so
From the wings.
from the wings, yeah. So after the game, no, before the game, our then CEO Kwame Chie came
Okay.
to promise each player 5,000 Ghana cedis if we win the finals. So we wanted to win the semi-finals and take that money. So we knew House played first, so
Okay.
House won, and we also won. So at the back of our minds, we were like, we have 5,000 to take each player
For the final.
for the final.
And those days 5,000
And-
was big.
And it was against our rivals, Accra Suffolk.
Okay.
Even sometimes playing against Accra Suffolk, me personally wasn't about the money. It's about what the fans, the bragging right,
The
fans
bragging
will-
right.
will get. So I was well prepared for the game. We were all psyching ourselves, talking to each other. It's a trophy in which we need to win because we had not won the league for some time.
Yes, that was the last time you won the league was in 2014.
Yes, so we were like
2014, 2015.
Yeah, because I quite remember my first 3 seasons with Asante Kotoko. I won the league
Okay.
in 3 straight
Okay.
seasons. So I was like, no, I have to win this trophy for the fans. I have to win this trophy. And our preparation towards that game, we went to Tamale, it seems 2 days before the final.
Okay,
When-
but Hartford came late.
Yeah, they came, is it the day before
Yes.
evening?
Oh.
But we were there 2 days. We were okay with the weather because that time it was very, very hot
Okay.
in Tamale, and we had the people in Tamale behind us. You could see us going to the walking around in town for them to know Kotoko is in town.
Okay.
Train at the secondary school, have a rapport with the students, the Jama section, you know.
I remember those days, the
So
Jama session.
we were prepared, you know.
Okay.
We were trying to have that connection with the people of Tamale, and we had them also because up to now I made friends
In Tamale.
during that finals, and they are still my friends now as we speak. So we were well prepared for that game, and eventually Sadiq Adams, who is also from Tamale,
Got the hat trick.
did it the simple
First goal came, second goal came, and he said, "No,
the
it's done."
the simplest finals. Just
But I said it was the easiest one. You said it wasn't easy.
it wasn't easy in the sense it was against Accra Suffolk.
Okay, but it was the
The
simplest.
simplest because
You
we
did
had
the job.
Early 3 goals and we were done.
You settled early,
We were done.
and the second half it was just passing
Yeah,
around,
just passing.
and the 5,000 was ringing bell. See,
No,
after the game,
not
5,000.
Not just even the 5,000 was from Kwame Chie.
Okay.
What about the other ones?
Okay,
The other
there's
ones,
other
even
bonuses.
from the fans, you know. So
How much did you make just after the farm? Maybe 15,000, 20,000.
more.
Oh, I'll take you to. We'll do analysis. All right, so we're having conversation on the FA Cup. We'll build up to the quarterfinal for this weekend. We have some games at Cape Coast and then some at Nana Fosuji Abo Park, and it's one of the competition I don't want to miss. This weekend myself, I'm going to choose one venue. I'm sure you're also going to choose one venue.
Definitely.
Where you will be, I'll also be at one venue.
Definitely.
We have to split. You have to go around one venue. I'll go around one venue. Then we can analyze the situation.
Yeah.
And so we are going to talk about it. The likes of Indiana. We are going to look at the number of Premier League teams in there, the Division 1 teams, and then currently we don't have any Division 2. Prior to the round of 16, we had one Division 2 True Life. Yeah. Unfortunately, Heart of Lions eliminated them. Were you surprised with their performance after beating the likes of Wafa, Hasselhoff?
Yes, I was very surprised. No one knew about True Life, second division club, coming all the way to the 116th.
Yes.
Yeah, they really did well. Not to talk about my club as a CEO, Kofodi Association. 2 years ago, it was in 2014.
Okay.
We also participated in the FA Cup.
Yes.
We got eliminated.
2024.
2024.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got eliminated by Legon City.
Sure.
At Dewo. It was the round of 16 as well. So no one knew about True Life, but here they were beating the big guns, and I knew Heart of Lions
would do the magic. They want to.
It wasn't magic. They knew this team was going to surprise them, and if they beat them, it will be a news. But if Heart of Lions beat them, it won't be a news. So
it wasn't a simple win, 3-2. It was. 3-2. It looks like a very tough one for
Heart of Lions was well prepared for them.
All right, so we zoom straight to the quarter-final of the competition, and the round of 16. We saw Dreams FC eliminating. It was a tough one for them. They won it, and then we had True Life in there. Heart of Lions eliminated True Life. Dreams FC eliminated Inter Allies, and then Atram. Atram has always been consistent. Last year, Atram were in the semi-final. I remember in the TNA Stadium, Takwa was there when Atram lost against Golden Cake before the final. They were very disappointed at the point. I remember they said they had some few players who were sick prior to the semi-final game against Golden Cake. I'm sure this time they are going to up their game. But let's look at the round of 16 results. Mediema also against Samatex. It was a tough match, It was one of the games that went straight to penalty shootout when they won by 4-2. Then from the other side, we saw Indiana also eliminate Kotoko Adebabara 4-2 on penalty 0-0. Techiman Liberty Youth from Zone 1A against RTU from Zone 1B. Techiman Liberty Youth won 3-0. Then we saw Nations eliminating Swedro All Blacks 2-1. And it was one of the fixtures that we saw Nations always beating All Blacks at Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex by 2-1. Eventually, their first ever Premier League meeting ended 2-1 at the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. Brecum Chelsea also beating Tamale City by a goal. But currently, Chelsea are battling relegation. And if your side that is battling relegation, and then you are also making it to the quarter-final, which one would you prioritize? Would that have an impact that, look, let's be cautious about our injury situations so that we don't lose some couple of players as we also play the Premier League? Would that ring bells? Because you have been a former player.
Yes, this all turns into management, because you won't say because you want to be champions in the FA Cup, you are losing your status in the Premier League.
Exactly.
No, I won't take that if I'm the CEO or if I'm a management member of a club. Being in the Premier League just alone is okay to maintain your status. Also, doing well in the FA Cup or in the cup competition is also very, very good for the image of the club. Yes, Chelsea are not doing well. Are not doing so well in the Premier League.
Last year they were in the semi-final.
I'm surprised at their performance in the Premier League. I'm very surprised because they have an experienced coach who has won the Premier League before. So
the FA Cup is won it twice.
So
maybe he's going to win it this time around.
As you said, winning, fine, they can because of his pedigree and his achievement. But they should also look at their status in the Premier League.
Have you forgotten that the last time Dreams FC won it, that was 2022-23. It was a year they played against King Faisal in the final. King Faisal were relegated that year in the Premier League. So King Faisal actually chose to play in the FA Cup final, and then lost their spots in the Premier League. And like you said, it's a big stage. Yes, it's a big stage. But it will be so many years of Chelsea struggles. But of course, and then one result that was a big surprise: Samatex Mediema. It looks like in recent times Mediema cannot beat Samatex at home.
Samatex are doing something special. We have to look at their defensive record. I guess you are the statistics man.
Yes.
You know. I don't know if it's difficult to beat them.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I don't remember the last time I saw Samatex losing by maybe
2 or 3. Yes.
So they are doing something well. We have to look at their policy or their style of play.
Okay.
Because they are very difficult side to concede a goal. So that match I wasn't surprised because everyone knew how strong Mediama are at the TNA Park, but Samatex gave them a very good game. Yes.
Good game. And Mediama are chasing the double, currently on top of the Premier League, even after going 5 games without a win. Then again in the FA Cup, you think they have to cheat. Hartlepool did the double in 2020-21. They won all the trophies in 2021.
Did the double in 2013.
You also did the double. Hey, you are not taking yourself out of this double.
Yes. You know, it's something you have to manage.
Okay.
Your squad depth. If you want to
do the double.
How
did you do it? Tell me.
I wasn't the coach at that
time. The players.
It was our the players.
How did you do it?
Oh, it's about getting a collective team effort. For instance, if Mo, you are in the same team with me or we play the same position, I shouldn't be unique or extraordinary, or else you will be limited. I won't get that starting or I won't get that game time always. So when I'm out, you have to fill in that spot. So every player was equally important at that time. And Coach Didi Dramani was our coach by then.
Didi?
Yeah. We had players that everyone was ready. If player A is out, player B comes to fill in the spot perfectly. The same thing applies to if player B is out, player A comes and fill in the spot. So you have to get every player being ready and consistent. If you have about 28, 29 players, let's say 2 or 3 are injured or 4 are injured, the remaining ones should be there to face the task equally. Because if you don't do that and player A is out and player B is not ready to play, what happens? You lose your balance, and it's not a good way. A collective team performance should be a team that everyone needs to play and play to the team's instruction, the team's philosophy, and the team's policy.
I get you. So these are the fixtures for the quarter-final. From here, we'll move straight to the semi-final. We are going to have an in-depth discussion on that. Dreams FC and Hearts of Lions will be facing off and at the Cape Coast Stadium. And that will be 15th of March. That's 3 p.m. 3 p.m. That's Sunday, 3 p.m. Then we have another game on Sunday, 7 p.m. at Cape Coast. All the games will be played on Sunday, 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. And that's Atram versus Mediema Sporting Club, a tough one at 7 p.m. Now, on the other hand, on Saturday 14th, Ediana FC will face Techiman Liberty Youth, a Premier League side versus Division 1 Zone 1B side. Ediana Techiman Liberty Youth will face off on 14th March at Nanafusu Jiabo in Bichim. That will be on Saturday. Then on Sunday, the second game will be played between Nations FC and Brekum Chelsea. That is Sunday, 3 p.m. So we have 2 matches on Saturday and Sunday at the other side. That is Nanafusu Jiabo Park. That is Ediana Techima Liberty Youth. Then on Sunday, Nations FC Brekum Chelsea at Nanafusu Jiabo. But for Cape Coast, where it is also hosting the quarterfinal, all the 2 matches will be played on Sunday, 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. respectively. These are the schedule for the fixture. But let's start with the Dreams FC, Hearts of Lions. tough one. Former FA Cup winner versus Heart of Lions, who have failed to be consistent this year. A struggling side this year. I think they are also battling relegation though, because the points are must.
Yes. It's going to be an interesting game, looking at the performance of both clubs. We saw what Dreams FC might have it at the back of their head that they were once the FA Cup champions.
Yeah, they once won it.
Their coach is still around, Donkor.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So he was the assistant coach to Zidane
then,
when they won. Yes. So he's now in charge, and he's like, oh, I can also achieve that success. So why don't I input that character? Don't I input that zeal into these boys? I think when I do that, they can
deliver. Okay.
The same things applies to
Heart of
Lions. They have an experienced coach in Bashiru Hereford and an upcoming coach.
Daniel Nieje. You played with him?
Yeah, I played with Nieje. Kotoko. So they are coming as, I won't say underdogs. They are coming as one of the favorites in the quarterfinals. We shouldn't
Heart of Lions.
Yeah, we shouldn't take their performance.
The possible winner of the competition.
Yes. Trust me, because their coach alone, who has vast experience in the Ghana League or Ghana football, can do anything. Look at their performance last year in the Premier League.
Even when they started this year, it was good.
Yes. I think there might be some issues, in-house issues
affecting performance.
I know.
But when you asked them, Nieje was here the last time, he said there's no problem, they are doing their best.
No, he can't come out and tell you whatever is happening in their house.
The Nieje I know would never tell you something different. He said no more, there's no problem, and everything is fine.
Okay, then we should attribute that to injuries.
Injuries, yes. Right. Yeah, okay. Sure. But let's look at the form guard of Heart of Lions, form guard of Dreams FC. Let's see if they can do something. This is the road to quarterfinal for Heart of Lions. They beat Hohoi United in Hohoi 1-0, beat Nagod Division 1 Zone 3 side 2-0, and then eliminated True Life by 3 goals to 2. For Dreams FC, they won 2-1 against Simpefi, Zone 3, Zone 3 side, and then Asanska, Division 2 side 2-0, and then beat Inter Allies Zone 3 4-2. So road to this stage, it looks like only Heart of Dreams FC, Heart of Lions played against a Premier League side. That is Hohoi United. That is the path to the quarterfinal of the competition. Who stands as favourite?
For me, they are equal standard.
Equal strength, equal
standard. And the team that would push more on that day would win the game.
All right, let's move on to the next fixture. We have another tough fixture to watch out for, and that is Atram versus Mediama Sporting Club. We are now looking at the Cape Coast games. Then we go to Nana Fosuji Abo. So Atram Divisa will be facing off Mediama SC. And it looks like per the performance of the Premier League side of the Division 1, someone might say that Mediama will seal through easily. Do you agree with that?
Yes, technically, I would agree with that. But the spirit of the FA Cup won't. That's the spirit of the FA Cup.
It could do the magic.
Of course. We've seen it before. Yeah, and technically, yes, I would say technically, I would say Mediama would be winners on the day, but look at the performance or the results of Mediama lately. So this is the spirit of the FA.
Let's look at the form guard and for Atram, because they are a Division 1 side. They started from the preliminary round. They played against Golden Cake. They won on penalty after 2-2 draw. They won 5-4 on penalty, and then they played Vision at near Jekweku. They won it at near Jekweku. It was a surprise win against a Premier League side. Port City, they won against Port City 4-2 on penalty away at Okwentumi. So 2 consecutive away wins. Then the last one against 11 Wonders, they won 4-0 as well away. So for Atram, the last 3 games have been on the road, and they've been able to sail through. And we have 2 of the games won on penalties. on penalty shootout. Now, for Mediama Sporting Club, only one of the games have been won on penalty. They've played all their matches at home. So they are now going to taste the neutral grounds, beating Rose Park, 4-1 Division 1, Zone 2 side, beating Gold Stars, a Premier League side, 3-1. And it was a game where Kingsley Brian scored a hat-trick for Mediama SC, and currently also part of the top scorers in the competition. And then Samatex, they have played tough sides on the road.
Yes. You could see the form guide of Mediama when during the middle stage of the competition,
sure.
the calendar, they were amassing points in the league,
sure.
and also doing well in the FA Cup. But there are so many factors that hinders performance. I don't know.
Fatigue,
injuries. You know.
But they have the likes of Salim Adams, Manuel Mante.
Yeah. So look at their squad depth.
Yes, Fuzi Taylor, the best midfield. Yeah. Do you agree with me? Fuzi Taylor, Manuel Mante, Salim Adams, Prince Owusu, Fojo.
Yes.
Are they the best currently? Emmanuel Owusu. Yes, former Bichim.
These players are unique players, but look at what is happening to them. As I said, it might be injuries, it might be fatigue, or it might be something that we don't know. But it's going to be an interesting game. We shouldn't take anything away from Atram's Visa, because I watched them once this year, and Atram is doing very, very well in terms of his policy or how he wants the boys to play. He always have this quality up front, who's always good in 1v1 situations. Every year he gets to get one or two players that are attractive to clubs here in Ghana, in Europe as well. So we shouldn't take this game away from Atram.
Yeah.
They are going to give a very, very tough text to Mediama FC.
Yeah, if we've spoken about Mediama's strength, let's look at Atram. You know they have one centre back, Gabriel Matumasi.
Yes.
He has the height. He's very bulky.
That's what Atram does. His recruitment policy are players with height, very good physique. Yeah, so
and then they have one young boy, Gabriel Apokum. Very young. He's been part for so many years. Last year he played a key role, and aside that, their goalkeeper Manaf is a penalty expert.
Yes,
and so
they've won two
from penalty.
Yeah. So Mediama should be very careful.
Very careful with the penalty issue.
They shouldn't. If they want to win, it shouldn't be on penalties.
Well, but in terms of experience, you can say Mediama has got everything.
The motto of the FA Cup.
We are trying to change the song to Obianyobia, but FTL FA Cup Obianyobia. We are going to Nana Fosuji Abo, and we'll have a conversation at Nana Fosuji Abo. But before that, I would want us to touch on the top scorers chart now, because the Nana Fosuji Abo conversation is going to be interesting. With Nana Fosuji Abo, we are going to look at Ediana, Techima Liberty Youth, Nations FC, Brekum Chelsea. Last year, Brekum Chelsea were in the semi-final. But before we pay attention to that, let's look at the general statistics of the competition. 102 games have been played. And in that 102 games played, we have 58 home wins, 44 away wins, and 280 goals scored. Impressive. 102 games played, 280 goals scored in the competition. Is that impressive?
Yeah, impressive?
Are you satisfied with the goal scoring?
Impressive.
The home teams 44, away home team wins 58, away 44. Very, very close.
Yeah, it means I'll always go back and say the spirit of the FA Cup.
Obianyobia.
Yeah.
Obianyobia.
People will come to your home and beat you and go.
I see. All right. So we have 104 goals scored in the first half, 176 goals scored in the second half. That's in the 280 goals scored. It's also telling us that we are going to see more goals from the quarterfinal in the second half. In the second half, we are going to see.
How do you do this? How do you get your statistics? I'm very surprised.
Yes.
Very, very surprised to know the number of goals scored
in the first half
in a competition that is very, very unique.
Yes.
It's a unique tournament or a unique competition.
Yes.
But how do you do that?
But the spirit of Yovia.
Well done. Continue to
Thank you, legend. Thank you. You have won the FA Cup, and I also want to win the FA Cup as well through statistics. So I need to put in more effort. Let's look at the games decided on penalty shootout. They are 17 out of the 102 games played. Games that have been decided on penalty shootout are 17, and then games won in 90 minutes are 85. So clearly, it looks like 90 minutes wins are more than penalty. But usually, these competitions at this stage gets to 90 penalty shootouts.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get about 2 penalty shootouts in the
decider.
In the
decider, and you won't be surprised.
And we have to. And it's a neutral ground experience for every club.
Defending penalty.
Some clubs believe if we could take the game to penalty shootout, we can win the game. So someone's game plan is to try to send the game to penalty shootout, and I won't be surprised if Atwam Divisa has that mind.
Let's go and defend.
To defend and send the game to penalty. They have a very good shot stopper. They have players who can defend well, and also give good kicks in playing the penalty. So I won't be surprised if 2 of these games go into penalty shootout.
Well, so the red cards are 27, the yellow cards are 383, and then that's averagely 2 per game, and so that's normal. Penalty awarded at 27, scored 22, missed at 5, and the own goals are 5. Let's now switch our focus to the other zone where Ediana and Techiman Liberty Youths are facing. Ediana, a Premier League side, it looks like Atapuku is trying to build a good team, technical team, playing body, and then for Techiman Liberty Youth, I'm sure they'll be satisfied with this stage.
This is like a grandfather-grandson battle, because they are all in the
Northern Zone.
Yeah, Northern Zone, or the BA side.
Bruno BA side.
Yeah. So, yes, Techiman Liberty would come in as underdogs, but they won't just come to play. They will come and partake. They will come and participate. Take my words. They will give Ediana a very tough game. But we shouldn't take the experience that Ediana has in the competition, or the experience they have in Ghana football. So it's not going to be easy.
They will want to win for the first time.
As you said, Atapuku is doing something good with the club. For about 2 months, you could see marketing purpose of the club. You could see good man management. You could see branding. Like he's doing really,
the packaging,
really,
the hype around Ediana.
He's doing very well. We have to congratulate him. But they are also achieving results in the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, just that it looks like the league is too far from them, and this is the only competition they can sleep on.
So I think the experience that Atapuku has as a management member, or maybe a football lover, or a
follower of football
for so many years. Maybe he has his plans. Let me win the FA Cup and go to Africa for the first time, being now the chief executive officer of
Ediana.
Yes, so it can be possible if they really want to. They can fight on and win the FA Cup.
Wow, but do you think as at now they've called Shoba Aristika to sit him down? That look,
of course,
you have to win this because we can't win the league.
Of course, as I said, every club has his plan, and as a good follower of football, Atapuku would really know that if he can win the FA Cup, he's also having the opportunity of playing in Africa. So he wants to do that, at least for his CV. And I won't be surprised if that meeting has been held in Doma.
That look, win this competition.
Yes. And Ediana are one of the most presentable clubs in Ghana in terms of, as I said, branding, and in terms of their budget and expenses wise in running their football. So they are good to go. If they really want to partake in Africa next season, they have to win this.
Well, so we've spoken about a possible qualification, but let's look at road to the quarterfinal from Ediana FC. They beat Bechim at home 2-1. where they are going to play Nana Fosuji, but this one they played it at Nana Jimambedu, the first pack. They eliminated Brekum Arsenal 2-0 and then won against Ediana Asante Kotoko on penalty shootout. Motivation wise, there's nothing like beating Kotoko in the round of 16, then playing against another tough header that's Division 1 side from the at a neutral grounds. But let's look at the Chima Liberty Youth as well. Then we can do the proper comparison and see if the Chima Liberty Youth falls in the category. They have played 4 matches, like I said. If you're a Division 1 side, you start from the prelims. They won against the Sanku 4-0, beat Inswatre FC, Division 2, 5-1, and then beat Victory Club Warriors, Division 1, Zone 1B side. They are brothers, 1-0, and then RTU, Division 1. So they have played almost all their games against Division 1 and Division 2 side. Does that give Ediana a bit of an advantage going into this?
Of course, definitely. It gives Ediana the big
motivation,
a big picture of not trying to win, but to win against Techiman Liberty on that day.
Well, let's move on to the second game at the venue, Nana Fosuji Abo Park. Like we said, we have 2 matches at Cape Coast, 2 matches at Nana Fosuji Abo in Bechem. For the Cape Coast games, it will be Sunday, 3 and 7 p.m., but Nana Fosuji Abo would host one on Saturday, one on Sunday. And we've looked at the Saturday game, Ediana FC Techima Liberty Youth. We're now going to focus on the Sunday game, Nations versus Brekum Chelsea. Surprisingly, you think these 2 sides can give us the best, because at a point Nations were battling relegation. Now Brekum Chelsea are fallen deep into the relegation zone, and their only hope is to be consistent in their remaining 9 Ghana Premier League games. Now, last year, Samobodi took them to the semi-final of the FA Cup. Now he's in the quarter-final. Another semi-final opportunity for Brekum Chelsea.
Yes, you're right. As I said earlier, the experience Coach Samobodu has in the MTN FA Cup is never underrated. He has won the trophy twice with Accra Suffolk, if I'm right.
Yes.
And, coming up against Nations FC, in which he knows win and go to the semi-finals to better your CV as well, and also have the opportunity of winning the FA Cup, the MTN FA Cup, will always ring bell in his mind.
Sure.
But we shouldn't take anything away from Nations FC.
Okay.
They are also a very good side, a young.
And a Frimpong Manson.
Yeah, they have a very young squad in which they can.
But they are yet to win any league game outside Abranke. They won one against 11 Wonders. Yes, they won one against 11 Wonders.
This is the FA Cup, as I said. It's a neutral ground for every club playing on that day. So Nations FC has nothing to lose, but they won't come just to play a game against Brekum Chelsea. It won't be an easy game. If you ask me now who is going to win the game on that day, I can't tell, because both clubs are ready and willing to win on that day.
Let's look at the road to the quarter-final from Nations FC. They beat Ebony FC, Division 1 side, Zone 2, 2-1. They beat FC Ashanti Gold 04, Zone 2, 3-0, and then eliminated Swedro Blacks Premier League side 2-1. That has been their road to the stage. For Brekum Chelsea, they beat DBB United 2-1 away, and then Brekum Young Apostles Premier League side 1-0, and the Tamale City Division 1 Zone 1A side 1-0. It looks like same pattern. One played 2 Premier League teams. Same pattern.
Their conversion rate is very, very poor in the competition.
These 2 teams.
Yes. Their conversion rate, especially Brekum Chelsea, they've won 1-0, meaning their goal scoring should be looked at.
Okay. Yeah. And that could. You spoke about some of the games going to penalty shootout, yes. And those teams that have poor conversion rate. Yes.
We have. I won't be surprised if this game is won on penalty shootout.
Let me take you through the pattern, and this time we have the graph and road to semi-final. We have Dreams FC, Heart of Lions, who is going to the next box, who is making it to the semi-final if you are predicting? Dreams FC, Heart of Lions. Heart of Lions to the semi-final. All right. Then the other team that is possible for them to play is Atram or Mediama Sporting Club. If Dreams FC or Heart of Lions qualify, they are going to meet Atram or Mediama Sporting Club. Who is qualifying from that stage? Your prediction, Atram and Mediama Sporting Club. Mediama Sporting Club. So for Eric Donkor, he's picked Heart of Lions, Mediama. That would be a tough semi-final.
I tell you. We want this type of games.
This will be a tough semi-final.
Even if it's Dreams FC against
Mediama, it is also a crazy game.
Crazy game.
Let's go to the other side. We have Ediana Techima Liberty Youth.
Ediana.
Then Nations FC Brekum Chelsea.
This. I would pick Brekum Chelsea.
Brekum Chelsea.
Because of the experience of Samuel Bodu in the MTN FA Cup.
He could do something. Frimpong Manson has also won the league, so he also knows in and out of the league.
This is the FA Cup. It's not the league. This is the FA Cup. We are talking about the MTN FA Cup.
MTN FA Cup.
And Samuel Bodu has won it twice with Accra Sofo. He has been to the semi-finals last season with Chelsea. So we shouldn't take that away from him. You might not know, maybe when you get a club and you are participating in the FA Cup, you just hire him for the FA Cup and he will just come and do the magic for you. So I'll go in for Brekum Chelsea.
Well, so it's good. It means based on our prediction, we are going to have 4 Premier League semi-finals.
Definitely.
No Division 1.
Definitely. No Premier League is leaving a stone unturned in the quarterfinals. Trust me. Everyone has his mandate or his purpose of playing in the quarterfinals. No one. I'm not sure Mediama would be okay or will feel comfortable playing against Atram Divisa and allow Atram Divisa to win on that day.
I get it.
Even if you are the coach, how would you feel? There will be fire in the dressing.
There will be chaos.
There will be fire in the dressing if they lose against
Atram. Mediama.
Yes.
Losing to Atram at Cape Coast.
There will be fire.
But there will be fire when Heart of Lions eliminate Dreams FC. That will be normal.
No, that will be normal. If Nations eliminate Brekum Chelsea, that will be normal. That means Chelsea has to go back and fight for their survival in the Premier League. It will be normal. But for Diana to lose against Techima
Liberty, there will be chaos as well.
Chaos.
The dressing room.
I just want to know. I just would like to see how Atapuku will be filming.
They're responding to Sioma Aristikas.
Yes.
Okay.
So they are not going to lose to any lower division club. Trust me.
Okay, but it looks like a Brekum Chelsea Nations. They have the same strength. As if they are struggling, they are not struggling. As for Nations now, they are safe. At least they are okay. But it looks like Brekum Chelsea are the ones struggling so much. Brekum Chelsea, for Nations, you can talk about Emmanuel Ano. It's been on top for Joseph Ifa. It's also one player that is picked up for Nations FC. Nzule. They have a very good comeback. Their Simpson is still available. He's still not left the country, and he's been a key player for them. For Brekum Chelsea, I'm surprised because they have Jonah Atukwe, Eric Oforiempi. They have all the squad. They have all the squad in there. Yes. They have Prince Anani, who is currently their top scorer in the Premier League. They have the core of the team. They went in for former Kotoko midfielder, and then they went for Indiana FC striker Dominic Frimpong. He's also with the team. They have core of the team, but it looks like they are not gelling. They just came in the second round just to play. But like you said, Obia Nubia. But are you impressed with the current performance of the teams in the FA Cup this year?
Yes. I'm very impressed with the key statistics.
Okay.
The number of goals scored, the number of away wins. That's the most important.
Yeah, very close.
Very close. Meaning teams go away, feel comfortable, win, and go back home, which is very key, which is the strength of or the good mentality for Ghanaian players in Ghanaian clubs or Ghanaian supporters. Here in Ghana, most of us, as a football administrator, as I sit here, or maybe most of our fans feels when you go away, you have to lose and come back. Or when you play home, definitely you have to win and be okay. But it shouldn't be that way. You have to accept whatever happens. You have to accept and know that football is not played to be won if you are playing home. You can be home, you can be
away,
you can go away, you can win and come back. So I just like the fact that these clubs are going away to win. Teams are playing home, winning, not comfortably, but the strength of the FA Cup, I would say this year has been massive.
Let's talk about organization. Over the years, you have got the opportunity to feature in the FA Cup for so many years. What would you talk about organization? You know, the reason why I'm asking you is that until 2017, Has and Kotoko will automatically sell your game.
Yeah.
But then there are times you play King Faisal, Dreams FC, you play Swatraman, Kotoko Golden Cake. But last season was crazy at the University of Ghana Stadium. What would you say? Currently, the chairman is Mr. Wilson Atta. The vice chairman is Mr. Frank Nelson Wonkolo. These are well-experienced club administrators. They are putting in their strengths, making sure that the competition is selling in collaboration with the competitions department of the Ghana Football Association, led by Mr. Maxwell Caesar Keme. What do you have to say about organization so far?
It has been extremely wonderful, looking at the transformation or the start of the MTN FA Cup when since our president
took over.
Yeah, the transformation has been massive.
The 2017 he was in charge.
Yeah,
president of the Ghana Football Association.
It's all about sustainability.
Yes.
You sustain it so much well that each year, even if it's not Kotoko or House of Hope,
it's still massive.
It's still massive, and it's still massive. Trust me, this quarterfinals will be bigger and better. It will be bigger and better because fans are being enlightened about the MTN FA Cup and wouldn't take away the headline sponsors of the competition. MTN. They've really done very
massive support since 2011.
Massive support for these clubs or for this competition, and also wouldn't take away what the chairman and the vice chairman are doing for the competition.
Mr. Osnata and Mr. Frank Nelson Wonkolo.
Not to talk about the competitions manager, Maxwell, who has also done extremely well by organizing this competition very well. It's not easy. Before, when I was playing, I was like, football is about playing on the field.
Now you are an administrator.
When I got there, I even to run a match day, it's not easy. Trust me.
Just a match day.
It's not easy. So I must commend them for their impressive job, the impressive work they've done in the MTN FA Cup. And I know year by year it will even be bigger and better.
Thank you. So that's Eric Donkor, legendary Eric Donkor. The last time we had Danny Eje, now we have Eric Donkor with us. Currently, you know, for Danny Eje, he is now a coach. But for Eric Donkor, he's choosing the path of football administration. Why?
Why? It's simple. That's what I want to do.
Football administration.
Yeah, that's what I want.
You enjoy football administration?
I enjoyed every bit.
Between football administration and coaching, where is the pressure?
I have my license, CAF license, license in which I can do coaching as well. But for now, I want to
master administration. And one day we see at Kotoko as the CEO.
Yeah, always people you want Kotoko. Let's talk about now.
Okay, now you are with Kofodia Association. And it's going well.
Yeah, it's not been easy, but it's going well.
How is Kofodia Association doing?
We are fit on the league lock. We have a policy that we run. It's not basically to qualify to Division 1. You know, you have to be well prepared if you want to play in
Division One.
Division 1. I'm also part of the club licensing board, and I know how much it entails to play in the Division 1 and the Ghana Premier League. So now I can say what we do most is developing these boys to be ready for the bigger attacks ahead of them. During my years with Kofori Ashushan, I've been in the club for 2 seasons, and Prince Owusu of the Black Stars came. I transferred him from Kofori to Mediama. Musa Zakari.
Samatex.
No, from Kofori to Okoro. From Okoro to Samatex. Bassett from Kofori to Basake. Joel from Kofori to Karasrik in South Africa. Baba Fuseni from Kofori to Mediama. A lot. Rosepark, Frederick Chumesi from Kofori to Rosepark, Richard Senamwako from Kofori to Rosepark. Even recently, this second round, Tijani Mohammed from Kofori to Rosepark. So that's what we do.
Let me help you to clap for us. You have done so well. Just recently, he's been massive. Maybe the next 10 years, we are going to see almost all your players in the national team.
That's the aim. That's the focus. But the most focus is based on these players. As I said, if you really want to make it as a good professional player, you have to develop very, very well off the pitch and on the pitch. What we do there in Kofori is to nurture these boys, teach them how football is being played and organized in your comfort zone. Because if, for instance, you have players moving from the second division straight to the Premier League, you won't get it on a rosary ground. You have to fight and train and be a professional. A professional the time you eat, your time of rest, your output out training, and also what you have to do in terms of catching up with the coach's idea, the philosophy of the coach that you go to meet. So these are all the elements we put together to train these boys in Kofori Association.
Well, so he's not just an achiever. He's played football. He's won the Premier League. He's won the FA Cup. He's now the CEO, club administrator at Kofori Association. He's transferred some couple of players, and they are doing so well as footballers. And he's also part of the club licensing board. And the next 5 years, you can imagine where Eric Donkor would be. Like I said, I predicted possibly CEO of Asante Kotoko. And so he said, no, let's work on the Kofori Association first. Your final message to footballers: a lot of people have missed you. If my story you've not answered, why you didn't come to hug me when I wanted to see you when I was a kid, young boy watching, following GP.
Maybe I was still in my jersey, so I was sweaty.
Yeah. Your final message to Ghanaians and the FA Cup followers: weekend, we are all going to Beijing and Cape Coast.
During this years, they've done so well for the MTN FA Cup. We can't play the FA Cup with success without the fans. They should always troop in the stadium, support their teams. I know clubs in the qualifying to the semi-finals, quarter-finals, when it's being held in one venue. I know clubs try to transport most of their supporters in buses to the stadium. So they should try and do that. Just not the fans of both clubs or clubs playing in the quarter-finals, but if you're a football-loving fan, you just on your weekends, if you have nothing to do, just troop in the stadium, sit, have your popcorn, have your coke, and enjoy football. At least it will take off some stress from work, take off stress from your homes, and enjoy football. Whatever the outcome, you just get up, go back home, shower, and sleep. So they shouldn't take watching football away from their daily activities or their weekend activities. We watch European football, and you could say 70, 80, 90 years watching football. You ask yourself, what are they doing? Are they really watching football? No. It's just they are taking that stress, anxiety from whatever they've gone through the week. Come have fun, watch football, whatever be the outcome, you win, you lose, you draw, just make good time of the FA Cup this weekend next week, I think.
Thank you, Eric Donkor. It's been nice having you.
Thank you, Mo.
On the GFE platform. This is our podcast where we get to bring ex-footballers, current footballers. We talk about football and the current happenings. The review show. This is the review show. When you appear on this program, then you are a legend. So now you are a legend.
You are a legend because sometimes I sit back and think about how do Mo get his stories, statistics, even the number of goals scored in the first half of a competition. I wanted to ask, do you have people corresponding for
We
you?
have reporters as well. Yes.
Oh, okay.
We have reporters. We have the CMS as well. That gives us.
I thought you were the announcer of
Ghana football.
Ghana football.
Thank you very much. That's legendary Eric Donkor. He's and now a football administrator with Kotoko Association, a CEO of Kotoko Association, is in part of the team and making sure that the team is making progress in the Division 2 league. My name is Shaban Mohammed. Thank you for joining us, and I want to say a big thank you to the entire crew led by Emmanuel Osei. He's done so well, making sure that at any time the setup is top notch. The likes of Solo, Enyane, Yima, Goffred, they've all played a key role in making sure that everything goes well. And to the entire team, that's the communications department of the Ghana Football Association. Thanks to the competitions department as well for the collaboration. Once again, I am Mo Shaban. See you next week for a proper review of our football leagues. This weekend is MTN FA Cup. Obia Nyobia, Sewo Premier, Obia Nyobia, Sewo Division 1, Obia Nyobia.